So then do we have a movie that's going to finally dethrone the almighty Jaws as the de facto shark movie? Well, let's find out with The Meg. The Meg, which by the way is a god-awful name. Why not just call it The Megalodon or anything? Meg just sounds kind of tame for a movie like this, but whatever. The Meg stars Jason Statham, aka British Bruce Willis, Rainn Wilson of Office fame, and a whole bunch of other expendable people, which will be Hey That One Guy or Hey That One Girl from other movies and TV shows that you've seen before. But seriously, the real star of the show is the shark. Right off the bat, let's talk about that. Because a good shark movie doesn't work if, the shark doesn't work. The great thing about Jaws was that Jaws used an animatronic shark. People talk all kinds of mess about that shark nowadays. But quite honestly, 40 some odd years later, Jaws still looks fantastic. Why? Because it was a real shark. There was something in the water. Yeah, we know it's a fake animatronic shark, but at the same time, your subconscious brain is telling you that's a real thing that these people can touch, and that makes it all the more terrifying. That's something CG can never touch. Now we know, just based on trailers and because it's 2018, they're not using an animatronic shark. They're making a CG shark. That just is what it is. That's how we do things now. We can all look back and wish that we would go back to the days of animatronics and use CG as it should be, just to touch things up. But that's not where we're at. That's not what this movie's gonna do. And if you're expecting that, then you're setting your expectations a little bit too high. That being said, the CG of the shark isn't bad. It's pretty good, it works, and it's what you expect out of a movie like this. Without spoiling anything, not that there's a whole lot to spoil here, I mean, it's a giant shark movie, we kind of know what's going to go down. The basic premise of The Meg is a bunch of scientists are in a giant scientific research facility under the ocean, a la Jaws 3, Deep Blue Sea, and probably some other underwater horror movies that aren't coming to mind at the moment. While there, they think that the bottom of the ocean isn't really the bottom. There's a spot in the ocean they feel like they can get even deeper to what they thought was the floor of the ocean is actually just a layer of fog or hydrogen or something like that. I don't know. Don't get caught up in the science of this movie because you'll end up tearing it apart. That's not what this movie's about. This movie's about having a good time, and it gives you just enough to continue the story forward. Once again, as stated earlier, if you're looking for more than that out of this movie, you're setting your expectations a little bit too high. Anyway, below this fog of hydrogen, or whatever it is, I don't know, lies a whole new world of aquatic wonder. And down there, of course, is the Meg. Some people get stuck down there. They gotta call in Jason Statham because, he's Jason Statham. He goes down there, they get the people out. In the process, the big ass shark comes out as well. And then shark antics ensue. From there, the movie just takes off and they go battling a shark, and the shark's eating people and it's attacking. And things happen and twists occur and other things that I guess they think we're not expecting, but we all are. So that's the basic story. Me, myself, personally, I wasn't expecting much more than that. I needed just enough story to move on to the next scene of giant shark eating little people. And that's what you get. I wasn't asking for much more, and that's what they delivered. I think the people that made this movie knew what they were making. And that is key to a movie like this. You can't make a movie that is this ridiculous and take yourself too seriously. There's a few moments in the movie when you can tell that they tried to inject a little bit of heart or take themselves a little bit too seriously. They're few and far between, but they do happen. But as a whole, the movie doesn't take itself too seriously. The actors seem as if they're having a good time, and it does what it needs to do. It's dumb fun, check your brain at the door, and go watch a giant shark wreak havoc. That's what we're here for. That's what it delivers. This movie's not going to be showing up at the Oscars anytime soon. Razzies, maybe. As I said, there are a couple of times the movie tries to step it up a notch and tug on those heartstrings. One moment in particular. And does it succeed? Not really. I mean, I see what they're doing there. I guess it's expected in a movie like this that these types of scenes are going to come up. But really, it's kind of a waste of film at that point. It has to happen, I suppose. When you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it really carries no weight whatsoever. Me, myself, personally, I looked at it as more of just a few minutes to breathe between giant shark attacking little things moments. So the movie's not deep. I wasn't expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be a little bit deeper than Sharknado, but not necessarily as deep as There Will Be Blood. And that's what it does. The movie knows what it is. The people who made this thing knew they were making a movie called The Meg, and they delivered what they promised. It's a ridiculously large shark attacking little people and a good time. And that's what they gave us, was a good time. Who doesn't want to watch Jason Statham riding a prehistoric megalodon underwater and then flying up into the air on its back. If you don't, I don't know why you're watching this review, because that, my friend, is pure awesomeness. So there's not really much more to be said about the Meg. If you go into the science of it all, you could tear this movie apart. But that's not what it's about. The movie's about entertaining you and having a good time and not taking itself too serious. You're here to see big shark, little people, jump, 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 jump. And that's what it gives you. Check your brain at the door. Have a good time. Is The Meg a good film? Absolutely not. Is it a good movie? Hell yes it is. It's fun as hell. Will I watch this movie again? Probably not. But did I have a great time for the hour and a half or so that I was watching it? Hell yeah I did. It was a blast. That being said, I would say The Meg is definitely worth a rent. Watch it with some friends. It's a great time to just sit there, laugh, jump every now and then, and have a good time with it. Set your expectations where they need to be. A big Jason Statham shark movie. You won't regret the time you spend with it, as long as you check your brain at the door and say, hey, I'm going to stuff my face with some popcorn and have a great time tonight. Watch this movie and laugh out loud. So that's my review of The Meg. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that subscribe button and give me a like. If you didn't, let me know in the comments below why. Thanks guys, I really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time. At least it didn't have a shark that roars.